They're like, dude, I got some money because I'm not going to the bars with my friends. I'm not out going out to eat. I'm not doing these things. I'm not going to concerts. I got some money.
Yeah.
Let's spend it.
On Amazon.
On Amazon. Welcome back to another episode of the Monarch Social podcast, where we discuss all things digital marketing.
In hopes to give you, the viewers at home, some valuable insight into this digital marketing world.
Yeah, it's a crazy world right now.
It is a crazy world, man. It's been a minute.
Speaking of which, why has it been a minute, Koa?
Well, a lot of factors, but the biggest one was your boy came down with the modern plague.
You got the plague.
Yeah,
you got
man.
it. You caught it.
I lost my taste and smell, and
yeah. So when you told me this, I went to California.
Dipped out. I'm like, I want none of this.
I was like, I am not coming near that, and we just decided to work remotely for 2 weeks.
And it worked. It worked. I will say this: that crazy virus was actually crazy, man. I was still to this day, and it's been. Keep in mind, I've quarantined. We've done two weeks. Yeah. We've done more than 2 weeks, good. So we're for sure good. But the losing your smell and taste is honestly crazy. Like you don't realize it. How much you use your smell and taste.
Was that the worst part?
I don't know if it was the worst part. Honestly, probably the worst part was just mentally knowing that you have what everybody's freaking out about.
Like you're the one.
Like I'm part of this. Like this is the thing.
You
like,
got it.
Yeah, and it was a big mental thing. And then obviously, luckily I didn't have like crazy symptoms. I was fatigued. I was tired. There was one day where I felt like sick. But the smell and the taste was the reason I went and got tested, and it still is the one that's lingering on. Like, I can't smell things as very well.
It's like subtle.
Yeah. Like, my girlfriend got all these new candles, and this is how I found out. She got all these new candles going on and on about how amazing our room smells. Oh my gosh, the whole house smells so good. And I was like...
You didn't enjoy any of it.
I was like, I can't smell anything.
You're missing out.
And then, dude, right after that, I went and cut up a pineapple. Because I was like, instantly, I was like, I got to try the most, like, flavorful thing ever. Cut up a pineapple, poured a bunch of salt on it, and nothing. I'll even take this one step further.
That's super weird.
Even with a little bit of Jameson, couldn't even taste that.
It's just water going down.
Water. And so on the flip side, it's been nice because now I've been eating all these healthy things that normally taste terrible.
And you're just like, hey, I'm going to capitalize on this moment.
I've been drinking coffee black.
Yeah, that's not you.
That's not me at all. And I'm out here drinking that black, man. It's crazy.
Dude, coffee black is the only way to drink coffee.
Not me. I'm that sugar, like, hide the coffee taste as much as possible, but now I can't taste it. So
all right.
Drinking coffee black straight and eating healthy things because it doesn't matter what it tastes like.
So while you had the plague, I went to California, baby.
Yeah, jealous just a little bit.
I sent you photos and videos.
What, taking out some sort of electrical board? You got the drones out here.
The Evolve longboard.
Ooh, Evolve longboard. That's what it was called.
Yeah, it was. It's an awesome longboard. My friend has it. My best friend in Sacramento, Corey, and he got it. And we just mobbed on that everywhere. We went around lakes and through parks and just by ourselves.
I saw a lot of pictures while I was bed sick. I'm like, man, if I could only just be out in California right now because it was warmer. It was snowing here.
Oh, dude, I had a great time.
Gosh.
I had a great time.
Was California open?
Dude, it's the weirdest thing. So I went to Folsom, right?
Mm-hmm. Northern?
Yeah, Sutter Street.
Okay.
Okay, so I went to Sutter Street. And the weird thing about California is they're like, no one can be inside. No one can go to the bars inside.
Dude, some of the craziest rules right now.
So they just shut down the street, brought the tables out, and now it's just a party. All of Sutter Street is just a party. It's
really?
It's like there's no plague there at all.
It's like we're just going to take the bar and move it outside.
Dude, that's all they did.
To apply with the state rules.
Just to appease state law.
Wow.
And so it didn't feel like anything. I mean, you have to wear your mask, obviously, like when you order your food and stuff. But once you get to your table, you're totally fine.
Yeah.
Everyone's around. Christmas is going on. They had like tons of stuff going on.
That's honestly surprising because from here, all I heard about was LA's going on another lockdown. The whole state's all sorts of mad because everything's shut down. Dude, they even had like a football game. They couldn't have football games like the Chargers, the LA Chargers and the LA Rams. They had to have their games in Arizona because the state wouldn't let them have their games.
So I don't know how Southern California is, but Northern California was just
outside.
Yeah, it's just they just brought the party outside, and I didn't understand it because I feel like Salt Lake was more closed down than Sacramento, which
is crazy.
Yeah, because here it's like super strict. Like we're not outside. We're not like doing. There's like 6 people in the restaurant and you're done.
Yeah,
and masks all the time.
Yeah, except for when you get to your seat, which all of this doesn't make sense. It's like you have to wear a mask to go through the building.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot.
And don't get me started on that.
I know, and that's what we're here. So, anyways, yeah, we've missed a couple weeks just because.
How are you feeling now, though? How are you?
Way better. And honestly, it's kind of like a relief that that's what the issue was, because I don't know, just feeling like something's wrong, not knowing what it is, kind of just eats at you, and then finally realizing it, fighting through it, and now it's like at the tail end. Well, it's at the end. Like this last weekend was like, holy cow, I feel normal. I feel like I have my normal energy. Good. Like everything was back to normal. So
yeah, so we apologize that we didn't release an episode last week, but we thought about doing it digitally over Zoom or Skype or whatever, Discord, and recording the screens. But we said, well, you know what? You get better, little Bear.
Yeah, literally, dude. I could not. I was very not.
And I didn't want to do it by myself. We're a 2-man show.
Yeah,
this isn't the Morgan Show.
Monarch
This is Monarch Social
man.
Podcast. So now you're getting this. So anyways, all right. That's where we've been, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Okay, so last episode was 2 weeks ago, and we spoke about Black Friday. We recorded on Black Friday.
The day of.
We didn't have the numbers. We speculated.
We guessed.
We talked about trends. We talked about what the experts were saying. Well, guess what?
We have data now.
We have the data.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, we have the data. And for anyone listening, big and small, important, not important, marketing is all about the data.
Yes.
That's the main component of our career, is reading data.
It's the decision maker.
Yeah, we don't go on gut feelings. We don't go on the maybes and what ifs. We watch data and then we just follow the data. So what I would love to do is we have some awesome data from Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Let's recap a few of those points real quick.
Some stats, if you will.
Some highlights, the standout numbers, if you will. And we'll go from there. You start us off, Koa.
All right, so as far as Black Friday online sales,
not in store. This is online.
Online, yes, not storefront, all online. There was about a little bit over $9 billion, and
that's with a B. 9 billion
with a B, billion. Which is up from the 7.4 we had last year.
Yeah, so last year $7.4 billion online. This year $9 billion.
Which we kind of guessed.
We knew that.
We knew that people have a little bit of extra money to spend. And my only question was whether or not they were going to spend it on Black Friday or kind of, spend it throughout the holiday season, right? Yeah. But right here, I mean, that's a huge jump. When we're talking... What? That's like almost 25% jump.
Yeah, that's nuts. So $5 billion spent on Thanksgiving Day, which is 21% over last year.
Wow.
An 18.9% increase in online sales on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
3.4 billion in total. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's.
So look, when you add all of that up, what is that? That's right. Like 17 billion dollars in 3 days between Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's crazy.
People spending money. People feeling good. No, actually, my hypothesis is I think people are more depressed and they're buying stuff because they're sad and they're trying to buy things to make themselves feel better. Yeah, that's what's happening. Like they're at home. True. They're not going out with their friends. They're like, dude, I got some money because I'm not going to the bars with my friends. I'm not going out to eat. I'm not doing these things. I'm not going to concerts. I got some money.
Yeah.
Let's spend it.
On Amazon.
On Amazon. Now, a really cool stat was the biggest item, the largest item that was purchased this Black Friday, with a total of 39% of all revenue went to this item. Smartphones. Smartphones, baby.
Makes sense.
New phones dropped.
All of them. That's what I was going to say. They do it so... like on purpose. They do. iPhones come out with all their new phones right before Black Friday, that whole holiday season. Samsung drops their new stuff. Everybody drops all of their new products. I can't remember what the name was. It's like Techvember, where during November all
Something
the tech drops all their new stuff.
Is it Techcember? Is it September or is it November? I thought it was like
I
September.
can't remember. Something with the tech and it ends in a burr. But
one of those things.
It all makes sense. That makes sense that the 39% of revenue would be from my
that's
smartphones.
40% of total e-commerce spending.
Plus they're expensive.
Well, they're expensive. Yeah. Now, the next stat that I loved was
about Adobe.
Yeah, the Adobe one. So a lot of these stats come from Adobe, right? And I was reading them, and the hot items. I want to go over the hot items list. Okay, this is interesting to me because there's a couple things on here. I was like, what? Why? Right? Like, why was this a big deal? And it makes me want to go look to see if their marketing was different or if there was a huge push for it. I have no idea. The hot items on Black Friday, can't speak, guys. The hot items on Black Friday included Hot Wheels, Lego sets, Apple AirPods, Apple Watches, Amazon Echo devices, and Samsung TVs.
Yep.
Okay, so my question is, why are people out there buying Hot Wheels and Lego sets?
So I think it might be a marketing push. I will admit this. I don't watch that much kids cartoons. I don't watch like Disney.
Yeah.
I don't watch those type of channels, but
we're not in the loop.
I do know that they hit their marketing just as much as any other industry, if not more so. And so it wouldn't surprise me if Hot Wheels had like a big push. Doesn't really surprise me either, just because I know that that's a huge item every season for little kids. I was the same way when I was a little kid.
Is it because those items are easily marked down? Because it's like a high manufactured item. They can mark those down like crazy and just sell the shit out of them.
That
has to be it.
That would not surprise me.
But I'm curious if there was like, what type of ads went into that. I should have looked at that. Damn it.
Now with the Apple TV or the AirPods and the Apple Watches, that's a given.
That's a given.
Just because those are Apple's most affordable products in all reality.
Was there good deals? You're an Apple guy, Koa.
So Apple never does good deals.
Okay. Was it Best Buy that did the good deals on those? Or?
Best Buy always has the deals compared to Apple, at least. They have the deals on their Apple products. But a lot of companies do discounts for those specific products just because they are a lower ticket product. Like, for example, you have an iPhone that's $1,000 or you have AirPods that's $200.
Yeah.
An Apple Watch is like $500, but I guarantee there's wiggle room. I would love to know their profit margins on that and what they give them at cost.
Yeah.
And like what Best Buy buys them for, because there has to be some crazy big discount, some sort of leeway where they can, give those sales, because they do that every year.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, Co, tell us about the next one, the online grocery shopping.
Yeah. So
hit us with this knowledge, because this is pretty crazy. This stood out to me as like, excuse me? Like, what? How in the world did this happen? No.
So grocery shopping on Black Friday surged 397% compared with October daily averages, which is why?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Grocery shopping went through the roof.
397%. And that goes along with a couple other ones. Sales of personal care products skyrocketed to 556%, which is insane. And online spending on pet products also rose up 254%.
Yeah, what client out there, what consumer out there on Black Friday is like, guess what? I'm gonna do my shopping today.
Grocery shopping today. They always talk about stuff. I'm like, typically that would be the last thing I'm trying to do on a Black Friday.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, how did grocery shopping increase significantly? And there are a couple thoughts that I have is, people are like, I'm gonna be online. I want to look at some Black Friday sales, and they said, oh yeah, might as well do my other shopping.
Sideswiped by some groceries.
Yeah, might as well get my toaster strudels bought. Whatever that was. That's the first thought. Second thought, and I don't know the answer to this. Is there Black Friday sales on grocery items?
I was just about to say, do you think they did a push for groceries?
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Did Costco or some Walmart be like, buy 5, get 5? Like,
I never see that. And to be honest, I never see ads on grocery stuff. Unless it's like a unique product, I never see ads on grocery stuff besides like your spam mail that you get with your daily newspaper.
Yeah.
I wonder. That's very, I'm curious to see, because me personally, I don't even do online grocery shopping.
We talked about this.
And I know you do.
And my buddies. I told you about them. I just visited them.
Corey,
That's who I spent the time with Corey.
Yeah, and they do everything online?
I can't, dude, it's different world to me. They do everything online. There's like, I couldn't tell you what they go buy in store ever. They just pull out their phones, jump on their Amazon or Instagram, whatever it is, and it's delivered within like 2 hours.
That's crazy to me.
Everything that they have.
Because how can you tell if that apple's good or not? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just particular about the food that I eat, but I'll like inspect it, make sure my avocados look good.
Yeah, you
like,
gotta
have
fill
a good
it. You gotta
feel. I don't want any nasty, mushy baby food looking avocados.
Dude, they do it though. They got
trust.
They're the online spenders, man.
And maybe I should test the waters. I'm coming from somebody that has never even tried it, so maybe they have somebody or some way they test that stuff.
All right, let's talk about Cyber Monday. So Black Friday hit. We have the numbers back. Oh, and by the way, numbers for in-store. We couldn't get a definitive number.
Yeah, I don't know if they've had it come out yet.
Well, there was a couple. We saw the one that was like...
Oh, I saw one that was like 40% less.
Yes.
They had a 40%... Oh, yeah, that was the article. It was saying that they had a 40% drop in in-store traffic.
Foot traffic.
But as a whole, they had like a 20% increase in sales or in revenue made.
Something like that. And so we know that foot traffic was way down, online sales were way up, and that leads us into Cyber Monday. Now, Cyber Monday, so if we know Black Friday was a huge hit.
I'm going to guess probably Cyber Monday was.
That's exactly right. So according to data from Adobe Analytics, 15% increase. So consumers spent a record $10.8 billion during Cyber Monday.
Crazy.
Last year, 9.4. So
not as crazy dramatic, not as big of a jump, but still a jump.
So it made Cyber Monday 2020 the largest online shopping day in U.S. history.
To be expected.
That's pretty crazy.
It is. And it's all aligned with what we were talking about in the episode 2 weeks ago, where we was like, hey, there's almost a guarantee that online sales is still going to be popping off.
Yeah.
And this just proves it. It did in all aspects, in every single avenue, from Wednesday before Thanksgiving all the way to Cyber Monday, there was an increase in sales.
Yeah. The craziest thing, one more stat for that is on Black Friday, consumers spent $27.50 on average a person every minute.
What? Every minute?
Yeah. So it was 6.3 million per minute was online on Black Friday. But on Cyber Monday, during the golden hours of Cyber Monday, between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Pacific time, shoppers spent $2.7 billion online and hit a peak purchase rate of 12 million a minute.
That's insane.
That's crazy. And so if you break that down per person, what they're averaging per person, Black Friday was $27.50 a person. That means it was double on Cyber Monday. So you're looking at like $53.
Wow.
How crazy is that, man? So
how are we handling all of this? Like, there's just so much.
There's so much.
UPS, FedEx has gotta be just chaos.
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on. But the other thing too with that on Cyber Monday is a lot of that was programs. It wasn't necessarily a physical product. A lot of that was software.
Yeah,
programs, courses, things like that. Because those are a huge hit on Cyber Monday. Is the Adobe software, a lot of those type of things.
Cloud services, huge right now.
Yeah,
I know. I subscribe to a cloud service. I just updated it.
But that's pretty interesting to me. So if we know people are willing to spend at least $30, $27 on Black Friday,
27 to be specific. Yeah.
And obviously that's an average, but I mean, you could take the data and say, let's price some stuff. If you're a small business,
pro tip coming up.
Yeah. If you're a small business, price some stuff at $27 and see what happens.
Yeah. Literally just do a sale. Even if it's like a $30 item, test it.
Yeah.
Drop that down $3.
Yeah. Even if it's a higher ticket item, like let's say, because you have to have margins on it. Even if you have like a $37, $40 thing, throw it out there for $27. People think they're getting the best deal ever, and the data just told us that they're willing to spend that.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is a good strategy.
So those are good numbers.
That's some crazy numbers if you really think about it. I mean, that's so much money, and that just shows that we were saying this is a pay to play game. So that's showing there's billions of dollars to be spent. So you shouldn't be scared to push some money during this time to promote.
Man, I can't think of the company, but I read an article and oh man, it's gonna rack my brain. but there was this company that said for the 3 weeks before Black Friday, they spent an average of like $3 million a day on advertising for Black Friday.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's nuts to me. Anyways, it works.
Billions to be made, though. Exactly.
Billions. Yeah, they made a lot of money, people. So that was last week, and that's kind of a little recap of some of the numbers. Now this week, Koa, what I really want to get into. So we have today, and then our next podcast that we film will be the last one of the year
of 2020.
The reason why is because when we normally film, the next one would be on Christmas. So today's episode, which is going to be short and sweet, by the way, we want to do a little recap. We want to set you up for next week. Next week will be about Christmas ads, Christmas season, Christmas shopping.
Some strategy behind that?
A little bit of strategy. But this week, what I want to talk about is how are people tackling this year's holiday season in promoting their product and service in specific regards to traditional Christmas marketing versus the year of the plague, the year of craziness that's happening. Now, I want to dive into that and what I mean. So
you're pretty much saying what is going to be different about this year given the circumstances?
Exactly.
Compared to normal Christmas.
Exactly, because normal years past, Christmas is all about togetherness.
Touching my soul. I'm going to be kind and sweet.
It's being together. It's saying it's the advertising and the ads that you see the families around the table, decorating the tree. They're going to their neighbors. They're out on the ice rink.
They don't really test the waters like you see with Black Friday ads. It's very scripted almost, where it's like the same feel almost every single ad.
It's a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yes,
that's what the ads are.
From Apple to Adobe to Target, they're always doing the same type of stuff.
Exactly, but from that, most of the ads, like I'm saying, is like being together. Now,
physically together?
Physically together. That's what I'm getting at.
Dinner at grandma's house, family dinners. Everybody's around the Christmas tree.
Exactly.
Style. Okay.
Going out and serving others, doing acts of kindness. It's this physical togetherness. Now, that being said,
we can't do that.
We can't do that. like guys, we can't do that right now. So my question is how are companies going to pivot to capture the heartstring? Because that's traditional Christmas marketing, baby. It's the loved one. It's that Hallmark Christmas movie. That is what Christmas ads are all about. They're bold. They're not subtle. They're in your face it's Christmas time.
Yes.
It's soft. It's gentle. It's jolly. It's nostalgic.
That's a really good question, just because it's like, we can't physically be with everybody that we would normally want to be with. We can't go out and, do those acts of kindness. There probably won't be people showing up at your store singing Christmas carols.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, think about how many Christmas ads you've seen caroling.
That's literally when I think of Christmas ads, and when I think of Christmas and what I see on the TV as commercials, that is almost always involved in it. And so it brings up a good question. Since we can't do all of these things, what is it going to look like? Especially because now more than ever would be a good time to highlight us doing those good deeds and being together and helping one another.
Before we started the podcast, we were talking about this, and you hit the nail on the head, Ko, and you said this year is the perfect year to really push those Christmas values. Remember,
yes,
that
for sure.
Being kind, the giving, love, unity, family,
acts of kindness, all of that.
Yeah, dude, it's the perfect year to promote that. My question is, how the hell are they going to promote that when I have to be 6 feet away from you and wear a mask and be in my house and not do anything with you? Like how are we going to capture that spirit? How are we going to capture the spirit of Christmas?
I mean, there's ways that I can think of just off the top of my head, but at the same time, I'm curious to see how specific companies do that.
Yeah, me too. So that's what we want to do. This week, we're actually going to, we have a week of in between these podcasts. And so for this week, we're going to look at the Christmas ads that stand out to us.
And then what? Come and collab on them.
And
on
we're gonna pull them up.
Cool.
I would love to screen record, maybe, if that's a possibility.
If we can get just like a TiVo it or whatever, like even just
we put them together in a document and we can just go through them.
Cool,
the ones
I'm
that
down.
we choose, the worst and the best ads. What do you think about that?
I love that. That actually sounds awesome.
I think that would be super
Because
cool.
I was just about to say I can think of one right now, but I'll save it for when we do this, because I thought they did it in a very creative way, being connected yet not being connected.
Maybe off-brand.
Yeah, and it's not your typical one.
We talked about this. So next week, for this week, Koa, I want you to be looking at ads.
Oh,
I want you to find your top 3 that you love and 2 that you don't. And I'm going to do the same. And we'll collab before, and we're going to, talk about the best ones that we want to talk about and the ones that we don't want to talk about. But I am curious, and this is a question to our viewers. This is a question to, if you have a business, how are you going to capture the traditional style of Christmas marketing, of the togetherness, the being kind, physical,
acts of kindness, just the Christmas spirit.
But in the crazy year of 2020,
but social distancing
with a mask. I can't eat a candy cane with a mask on, damn it.
I know, you can't do anything. You can't have hot chocolate. There's so many things.
How do I kiss you under the mistletoe?
Impossible.
Ooh, I wonder if there's an ad about a mistletoe. Huh.
A virtual mistletoe with like 2 phones next to each other?
Something. There has to be something. That'd be cool. So anyways, that's what we're going to do next week, guys. Turn on your alerts and follow us. Koa, where can they find us?
The same places they can always find us. You can follow us on obviously our Instagram and Facebook at Monarch Social Brand. But more importantly, you can see this YouTube video on our YouTube channel. Give us a subscription. That's Monarch Social Brand.
On what?
On YouTube.
Monarch Social Brand.
Yes, Monarch Social Brand. And then finally, you can listen to this podcast on both Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. And again, they're on our website, www.monarchsocialbrand.com.
Thanks, guys.
See you next time.